I'm quite sure they presented very well as completely team in a good formation. And the problem for Vienna will be that they are completely exhausted in the mid time of the second match against Thessaloniki. There were several questions. Oh, I want to go out. We need a timeout.
Yeah.
I'm done. They put so much effort in with the sun all the day. It's more than 20-25 degree in the sun, so they are suffering a lot, and it's going to be long 40 minutes for the Vienna team.
I'm impressed with them because they've improved quite dramatically. You know.
Absolutely.
Over the 3 years that they've been coming, they've been getting stronger and stronger. The tactics are better. They look physically better. But like you said, the 3 games, 25-degree heat, up early morning as well, you know, and travelling in from yesterday. These are the games really where you've got to use your mind as well as your body.
Absolutely. Kata Kühnlein playing a good role for Vienna. She's fighting in defense. She's fighting in the offense. And yeah, we will see. Until now, Vienna always played with 3 defenders and 1 striker. I'm curious if they will change the system, but I don't think so.
No, I don't think they're going to get too much of the ball. That's going to be the problem here.
Kickoff been taken. Mustafa Hösgören in position of the ball, trying to switch on the right side to Kata Kühnlein, but intercepted by Hippo Fersen. Fersen over the left board, stopped by Kühnlein, well defended. Kata Kühnlein trying to find her way over the broken line already. Central position, stopped by Rasmus Nice, who's fighting there with his long legs. He's a really tough, challenging defender, and Nice shortly win this infight. Yeah, he touched the ball backwards to Michael Löffler, and there's a lot of space. Rasmus Nice clever, blocking Kata Kühnlein going forward, and Mike Löffler now over the right wing, going forward, already crossing the halfway line. It's still Michael Löffler. What is missing is a bit of speed there in this dribbling. But the ball passing through somehow to Hippo Fersen. Fersen against Lekanga. Lekanga could solve the situation. It's ended up by Kühnlein. Kühnlein's clearing attempt was not successful. Hippo Fersen comes in, shot. Oh, nice save by the right leg from Tanja Hengel. Ball deflected wide away into the half of St. Pauli, where Rasmus Nice picks up the ball. He comes over the right kick ball, crossing the halfway line, already over the broken line. Right wings there, passing Bettina Suljok, trying to go into the box. Shoot attempt, but blocked by Mustafa Hösgören. Shot attempt missed.
Yeah, I think they're playing well here. As we said, St. Pauli really taking the game. They're on the broken line.
The clock stopped.
Koffler. He's turning around in the centre and he switches the pass wide. Can Erasmus get it?
It's
He's
like
right in the corner.
30 seconds we
It's
missed.
a little bit of a fight ball, and I think they're going to concede a corner. It's right on the line. The ball's still in play though, and they've managed to save it of Vienna, and they're coming away with it now. It's on the halfway line. Vienna are attacking. It's a good strong run here, and number 10's going all the way through. Can he finish? It's blocked right on the edge of the D, and St. Pauli have recovered it. And can they clear their lines now? They've still got it. St. Pauli right in the corner here. The game seems to have dropped away, and Vienna have dropped to a half-court press. Nobody's pressing the ball, and literally all the St. Pauli players are in their own third. A long switch though, and he's picked it up as Philip now. He's going driving right straight through the middle. Can St. Pauli get a goal? He's going to be blocked out, but he's got it. Control set. Can he finish? He's hit it, but it's a great save, and the ball's still loose, and I think it's a corner. No, it's right on the line. And they've managed to roll it out of Vienna. They were under pressure, so it was better as a corner than in the net, because that was a quick break there from St. Pauli again.
Nice run from Philipp Fersen from the left side, crossing whole pitch or half of the pitch to the right wing, controlled it very well. And then it was a teamwork between Hösgören and Hengel. Right hand from Hengel, left foot from Hösgören to stop the shoot from Fersen. So still 0-0, 2 minutes played, corner kick from the right side for St. Pauli. Michael Löffler is tipping in the ball there for Rasmus Nice. Rasmus Nice traveled away a couple of meters back to the broken line, central position. He stepped over the ball. Kata Kühnlein is there. Nice defending. Very well. She kicks the ball back to the away to the kickboard. It's Lekanga there in an infight with Rasmus Nice. Nice wins the ball, passing it backwards to Michael Löffler. Löffler picks it up the ball, going into the center. Passing, decent pass to Hippo Fersen. Fersen from the left side goes into the D, tried to shoot. Hegel is there with the right foot. Nice save again. Ball flipped away, goes to the halfway line where Kata Kühnlein picked it up. It's maybe a counter-attack opportunity. Kata Kühnlein against Hippo Fersen, but that's impressive how fast the strikers or the players from St. Pauli going backwards to the ball. But still, Kata Kühnlein in the center position, tried to shoot. Blocked in the last moment by Michael Preul.
Yes, she did
Rasmus Nayes picked up the ball. Nayes traveled over the broken line, decided then to switch the ball on the left wing. Nice pass to Hippo Fersen. He has time. No pressure by Lekanga, who's far away, so Hersen could control the ball. Vienna now is very deep in the defense. Fersen controls the ball, pass it into the center where Nayes is waiting, but Nayes is also struggling there with Mustafa Özgören. Ball control is not sure. Lekanga in the end win the ball position. And he was holded by Rasmus Nayes, stopped with the left arm, so correct decision by Mikael Peaks. 3.5 minutes played, free kick for Vienna.
Yeah, I think they're doing well, Vienna. It's going to be difficult, but they're holding their shape. They're not having many chances at the minute. They're going to concede possession.
Only person.
But in 3 minutes, I think they've done well to hold this game.
Foul for the player number 7 from St. Pauli, an indirect free kick for Vienna.
Yeah. Hopefully they can make this pay now. They've got the ball at the feet on the half court. It's a long over the top ball. It's bouncing through. Can anybody pick it up? It's a real scramble at the back, but St. Pauli are there, but it's going through. Can she finish? Not quite. It's still there, but it's been a real good block there, and it's a corner kick.
And lucky for St. Pauli because Katharina Kühnlein was holding on the T-shirt. I think it was Michael Löffler who was picking from behind the shirt. If she reacted this and fell down, I'm quite sure Stuart Winton will give a penalty.
Yeah.
So luckily, and not clever from the Pauli defense.
But she does really well. Even when you think she's lost it, she goes again and she chases it. And she was close there to just nicking a little goal in the near post, but it was a good save from the St. Pauli keeper. But this is a corner, so hopefully they can build from this, Vienna. They've got to be careful on the break, though, here. He's holding it in the corner. A long scoop ball right over the top again. It's bounced loose. It's in the centre, and there's a shot, and it's just gone wide. And it's only 3 yards out, and that could have been 1-0.
If this go to target, it's almost impossible for Matze Gutzmann to react because the shot comes from the nowhere.
Yeah.
She just think the ball is there and tried it and hit the ball perfectly, but like 2 meters wide, so still goalless. Thrown in by Matze Gutzmann looking for Hippo Fersen. The ball goes wide. Hippo Fersen is not able to control it anymore, so it's clearance for Tanja Hengel. 5 minutes played, and the good news for Vienna, it's still 0-0. The bad news, it's still 0-0 because they had the opportunity with Kata Kühnlein. Long throw in from Hegel to Kata Kühnlein. Kühnlein controlled it very well. Against 4 players, she tried to find a way straight through, coming to the D, but she was blocked now by Michael Löffler, and now blocked also by Rasmus Nayes. Kata Kühnlein fights back, kicks the ball away, but it's going out. It's goal clearance for Matze Gutzmann. Almost 6 minutes played. Gutzmann in his completely green kit picks it out from the out and throws it far away, trying to find Hippo Fersen, but it was a deflection by Mustafa Özgören, and so from the left wing there is a corner on the far side board. Stuart Winton is already there in his nice pink referee shirt, rattling with the ball so that Fersen and Michael Löffler find the location. They are already there now. He's ordering Bettina Suljok and Lekanga back, that they have a distance to the ball, and corner taken by Fersen. Fersen with a little banana going back to the broken line, then pass about 2 or 3 meters. Nice control by Rasmus Nayes. Nice, 7 meters away from goal, but he decided to turn around, making another circle, maybe to switch the ball to Fersen. It is. Fersen comes over the left wing, attacked by Alphonse Lekanga, but he finds his way through the D. He's in a shooting position, but Hegel is there again. It was not powerful enough, the shot. Hegel saved the ball. It goes on the right board, but it was not out. But just in the moment I said that, Bettina Suljok trying to control the ball, and meanwhile she kicked it herself out. Unluckily, corner from the right wing for St. Pauli.
Yeah, they've had 2 little corners here, and this is the moment where the game starts to change after the excitement of the start. But St. Pauli are probably one of their strongest defensive teams. They just seem to recover the ball back quickly. They all seem to run back. They never give it up, and they're in 3s and 4s, keeping equal distances, so there's always somebody close by to win the ball back. It's right on the board. Rasmus takes it away for St. Pauli, and he's going straight down the centre court. He's got a bit of pace up. He's got one to beat, and can he finish? He's hit it, but it was on the run. It's gone 3 metres wide. Bit of a disappointing end there, because he was right in front of goal, just entering the D, but he's pushed it really wide.
Substitution, the player number 12 goes out from St. Pauli. Number 12. Sorry, from Vienna.
We have a substitution, short confusion. It's not Michael Löffler with a 12 going out, but it's Bettina Suljok with the number 12 going out and replaced by Pauli Nomi. Nice to see, because in the last match he has this clash and he was laying here behind of the kickboard, and I was not sure if we will see him again, and I'm happy that he's back. Fingers crossed. The goal clearance taken, but it must retaken because Mustafa Hösgören was not outside of the D.
No.
So retaken now. He's outside of the D and he takes the short roll ball. Hösgören trouble with the ball. St. Pauli attacks late. Now Rasmus Nice is the first one in the center circle to attack. Still Hösgören in the position of the ball. Rasmus Nice robbed it. Nice steal. He goes through the ball, pushing Nomi, sorry, through the D, and Nomi was the last one to touch us with the left foot. So we have another corner, and Dave, you were right. Now the ball position is changing, and St. Pauli is more present in this game.
Exactly. When they get anywhere near the halfway, they just cannot seem to break that. They're going in isolation against 3 or 4 people, and so it's very difficult for Vienna. Erasmus is taking it around. He's in the centre. He's on the edge of the broken line. Long switch in. Can he come inside? He's shot, and it's gone right the way across, and that is out for a goalkeeper. It was a good run. There's only a matter of time, I think, if they can control their finish, that St. Pauli will start to score goals.
It's it, but this shot going wide, so it's Tanja Hengel to reopen again with a short roll to Hösgören, same position, but this time he was outside the D, so no whistle. Hösgören asking for his teammates, and now 2 Vienna Pelipper in the foreign half, and it's nice control by Katharina Kühnlein, close to the broken line, but the second touch was not good, so giving Michael Löffler the opportunity, but she give not up. She's again there, going back in the own half, picking up the ball, trying to dribble, but nice steal by Hippo Fersen. Hippo Fersen comes over the left wing, already crossing the broken line. He was holded a bit by Lekanga. Luckily for Vienna, there's no whistle, and Hösgören is conquering the ball, but his pass was incomplete. Nice interception by Löffler. Löffler traveling with the ball close to the D, but Hösgören wins the second attempt and can make the ball fix for his mates. He came over the left wing already in the attacking third. He tried to go into the D. He's in a shooting position, but he missed the moment to shoot. And Michael Preul is there to solve the situation, at least kicking out the ball on the left wing. But Hösgören is already there. Yeah, he missed the moment to shoot, but Hösgören has maybe another attempt because he is there on the right side. His coach said, do it on your own, do it on your own. Yeah. Hösgören from right to left, but then he missed the control, he missed the power. He's done. The ball is not done. It's still in the game. Michael Löffler tried to pick it up, and we have 9 minutes to go in this first half.
I've been impressed with him. I think he's done well for Vienna. He's drove out well, he picks up the ball, he's a good defender, he's a solid player, but this is trouble. He's gone all the way through here as Philip. He's on the edge of the D, and he just stood on the back of the ball when he was about to shoot, and now the game has got closed up, and the man I was talking about has cleared it long, and Vienna can get a rest. Michael Koffler's right in the corner here. He's been all round this pitch. He's defying his age. He's still going, and he sent a long bouncy ball that's right out to the left wing.
Nice control.
He's picked it up well. He's going straight through the middle. If the ball's loose and it's anybody's, can he finish? He has done. He's kept going, and the ball ran quiet. And he has just put St. Pauli in the lead, and he's confirmed what we were thinking, Maurizio, that St. Pauli have got goals in this game if they believe in themselves. It's a good finish that he didn't give that up.
The key fact in this goal was that Philipp Fersen was not giving up the ball. It was far away, but he wanted the ball. Vienna already slipped off, spin off the head and say, okay, it goes to Tanja, but not with Philipp Fersen. He pushed behind, and from this distance, 3.5 meters, it's not even necessary a hard shot. He just tipped it in, but no time for Tanja Hegel to react, and so we have the 1-0. Unluckily, 11 minutes played, because Vienna does it very well in the first 11 minutes.
Yeah, I think they've done well. Like I said, you know, in fitness terms, and the difference between St. Pauli historically and Vienna are really new to this. And then they've done well for 10 minutes, but the ball it doesn't really get out of the second half, does it? They don't really. They're always going 1 against 3 or 4, and that's not going to be enough in this game.
Absolutely.
It's a little bit more than that because the St. Pauli team, as soon as it gets anywhere near the half, there are 2 or 3 players within striking distance, and they just seem to break up the play. And they've got the quick travellers that can get out there and get forwards, and that's exactly what Philip did there. And he kept on going all the way to the goal. He was only 2 metres from goal at the very end when he just finished it. And like you said, it was just a little poke into the corner, and there was no way the keeper could do anything. They've just got to settle themselves now, Vienna, because this could end up being a couple of quick goals quite quickly if they're not careful, because the last 5 minutes they've just started to take over the game here.
Yeah, and now I think the brain is kind of working too. If you are exhausted and it's still 0-0, so you have something to fight for. Yeah. But if you're down with 1 goal, it's very hard to switch this psychologic around. Kickoff taking and too late void by Hippo Fersen. He immediately
shows the intent to win the ball straight away from the kick. He didn't even get out of the centre circle, and he was in there. He made a foul this time, but that just shows what they're about. As soon as the ball's loose, they're always first to it, and if they don't get it one time, they chase back and they chase back, and that's why they haven't really conceded a goal in this tournament.
That's it. They are the most powerful team with 4 goals until now. But now we are looking after the taken on the free kick where Pauli Nomi tried to go forward. But he's working a lot with his hands. For me, this is foul. Yeah. But again, not with it. Luckily for Nomi. Löffler there in the conclusion with 4 people. The ball tipped by Nayes. Nice to Gutzmann. But now they have to go out. They are very good at going backwards. Yeah. But in the forward movement, they could be a bit more faster. Exactly. But anyway, it arrived on the left wing at Rasmus Nayes, or close to the kickboard. Already close to the broken line. He switched it on the broken line. Right wing now. There is Hippo Fersen, the goal scorer, against Pauline Nomi. Nomi did it well, this time without a foul. Traveling with the ball over the left wing, but then he missed the ball position. And Hippo was able to jump in for a second. 7.5 minutes to play in this first half. Pauline Nomi blocked the ball there. Passed it backwards to Mustafa Hösgören. Hösgören tapped on the ball and chipped it forward, but there is no teammate. There is no power anymore to going forward, and the ball slowly goes over the line, and Matze Gutmann can pick it out from the out. And before we going on with a goal clearance, we have a change, and this is absolutely logical change because Mustafa Hösgören, the last 3 or 4 minutes, he was several times with his hands in his knees because he's completely done. He left the pitch and going to be replaced by Bettina Zuljok.
Yeah, that's been the problem really, that Vienna, they have all 4 players in their own defensive third. And I mean, I know they're having to stop the goals, but you've still got to play going forwards, otherwise you get deeper and deeper and deeper, and then you end up right in the edge of your own D. There's nowhere to go. The out balls only just go and they keep coming back. And here's Rasmus. He's gone inside and he cut right across. And he had a really good shot, and it's a good save, to be honest. The keeper wasn't set, but she managed to just get her hand round and tipped it round. That was close to number 2. And they've just got to be careful here, Vienna. If they do concede a second one before half-time, then I think St. Pauli could go on and win this 3 or 4-0 if they're not careful. But there's still 1-0, and there's always a chance in a game like this. But you can only defend for so long with 4 players. Sometimes you've got to gamble and leave 1 up front, and they're just not doing that at the minute, Vienna. This is their chance, though, and she's away again. She's a good player, yeah? It's gone right into the St. Pauli defensive third, but Erasmus again, he's got such long limbs. He recovers it, spins away, now he travels away, slows the game down, plays a wide ball, and Phillips taking it up on the right wing.
It's 6 minutes on the clock, 1-0 the lead after the goal by Hippo Fersen, and exactly this, Fersen is in the position of the ball in the center circle, crossing almost a broken line over the right wing, attacked by Bettina Zuljok. It's still Hippo Fersen, passing nicely backwards to Michael Löffler. Michael Löffler wanted to switch, but he hit on the foot of Hippo Fersen, who just walks through the pass line. The ball jumped back to Löffler. Löffler give it back to Fersen. Fersen over the right wing, but stopped by Katharina Kühnlein. Well defending. The ball ended up on the left kickboard where Rasmus Nayes picked it up already in attacking third. Nayes tried to go forward into the D. Stopped by Alphonse Lekanga. Both are fighting there for the ball. Lekanga tipped it out to the kickboard on the left wing, close to the corner, near side, and then second attempt. Lekanga could solve the situation and kicked it far away, but Vienna is not able anymore to go out, and it's 5 minutes to go.
It's a bit like shooting practice, a bit training game where it's attack versus defence. They're doing a great job defensively, but you've got to be offensive as well. And here's Rasmus. He's in the middle. It's a shot, and it's a great finish. He's turned on. That's a great finish, to be honest.
It's 2-0 for St. Pauli.
But the pattern of the game is becoming evident as Vienna drop deeper and deeper. They're inviting St. Pauli on. They're picking up the loose ball on the broken line. Control set and a great finish into the top corner there. And the keeper really, she's having to earn her money, but there's only so much she can do. It's just coming time after time after time here, so there's no real rest for Vienna here. They need to be very, very clever now.
Exactly, and she held, Tanja Hegel had several good saves, but after attempt from 5-6 meters like this from Nayes, it's gonna be tough. And Nayes now with 2 goals is top scorer of the tournament.
Yeah, he's
Pauli in
well.
total with 5 goals and 2 of them done by Rasmus Nayes, so he climbed the top scorer list.
He's in the peak of his career though. Physically, he's a real specimen. He reads the game well. He's a good communicator. He's a selfless person as well. And here they come again. This is Paul. He's creeping out. Rasmus has got the ball and he's just drooping away. He's almost running the game. And now he takes up the speed. He's going straight over the broken line. The ball's a bit loose and it's a bit messy, but he still manages to get it, and he's on the right wing. He's just holding off, and I think Vienna will be happy to just hold a little bit here, but Philip Hippo picks it up, but that's a great tackle in the middle. But the unfortunate point for this is when Vienna do receive and win the ball, they're clearing it out, but there's nobody there. And this is time after time that over a period of 20-25 minutes, this tells on you. Less than 5 minutes to go, and it's gone again. It's in the Vienna half, and it's right on the right wing. It's a loose ball. Nobody's really got it. The ball's stuck on the boards. Can they play it out? And Michael Koffler, he's got it on the inside, but it's a good interception. And now, but the same old thing happens again, where St. Pauli pick up the loose ball, and it's on the half court. But Vienna coming away with it, and there's a chance to keep going. She's over the broken line, but again, the 4 players, they're always round you. They're like flies, you know. You cannot seem to get rid of them, and they're all tuned into each other. It's a great strike, though, and she never gives it up, does she? That's what I like about her.
Very impressive and
Very strong
shot, but wide, about 2 meters on the left corners. We're jumping in the last 2.5 minutes with a goal clearance from Matze Gutzmann. But before we keep up going with the game, there is a substitution again with number 4, Alphonse Lekanga is leaving the pitch and gonna be replaced one-on-one from Mustafa Hösgören. That's also a problem for Vienna. They not have many substitutes.
No, but they're trying to just slow the game down, get themselves a breather, trying to rotate, and I think it's wise, really, at this stage of the day.
Absolutely.
Rasmus has picked it up again. He's going straight forwards. He's on the D. It's a great shot, and what a save. It was heading for the top corner, and she's just managed to scramble it round again. But I think if you look at the stats and the possession, it tells its own story, you know, that the deeper Vienna go, the stronger St. Pauli become. And this could end up being 3 before half-time, because they've got a corner now on the left-hand side.
Absolutely, 90 seconds to go and no time for rest for Vienna defense because they're not able to keep the ball long in their own position. Traveled away from the corner from Mikael Löffler to Rasmus Nayes. Nayes switched it very nice to Hippo Fersen, so they keep the Vienna defense in moving. Hippo Fersen over the right wing, close to the line. The ball goes over and it's another corner. Never time to rest, but the positive news for Vienna, it's 60-second rest in this first half. Corner from the right side, Hippo Fersen is already there. Michael Löffler may be the last opportunity in this first half for the German squad. Ball tipped in for Hippo Fersen. Fersen making the big banana, going to the center of the broken line. Switch it in direction of Rasmus Nayes. Nayes was a bit far away. He need to pick it up and go backwards to his own half to communicate with his player. He communicated very well and tried to stitch it in for Hippo Fersen, but it's too deep. It goes away. Difficult pass there. If the pass between the kickboard and the center comes, it must be more straight.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna get dialogue and this was diagonal,
Yes.
and that was very difficult for Hippo Fersen to reach it. We're going in the last 20 seconds with exactly Hippo Fersen, who already reconquered the ball against Mustafa Hösgören. 15 seconds on the clock, so if St. Pauli want to create a chance, they need to find the finish fastly, but not like this way. On the other side, it's Kühnlein already crossed the foreign broken line, but Löffler clears it out and it's a corner, but this corner is not anymore taken because it's only 1 second left on the clock, and First half is done. We have a 2-0 lead, 1-0 by Hippo Fersen, and Rasmus Nye has doubled up the score to 2-0 by jumping on top of the scoring list with 2 goals. St. Pauli is the most successful team in this tournament with 5 scored goals, and it's going to be a tough and long journey for Vienna to come back, and being honestly, it's an almost impossible journey.
I do think so, because obviously they're fitter, they're faster, they're stronger, and if you've got 4 players in your defensive third, there is no way you're going to score goals. I feel sorry for them in a way, because they've all run really well. I mean, they've defended well, really, because you're talking about some of the best players in Europe attacking you. And when they're running and they're zigzagging and it's one after the other, there's no weak link. So it's very difficult to defend that time and time again, especially as you're getting tired. People have started to get little niggles and injuries, etc., etc. And hopefully we can kind of just get a foothold in the game for Vienna. Otherwise, this could end up being the biggest score of the day, potentially, against them.
Here we go, in the centre of the pitch, Loeffler, he got a goal earlier on in the day, driving down the right-hand centre over the broken line as the ball rolls towards the goal line, and it will be a corner straight away. Yep. A good start there for St. Pauli.
The start where they finished off, where they're direct, they're purposeful, they're attacking, they're on the front foot, they can sense another goal, and it's already a corner, and it's probably 10 seconds in.
Certainly, as Loeffler, and over on that far side, Philip Versen going to take the corner. 2 in the wall, protecting that front post. Here's Philip Versen, yellow boots on, back to goal, ball runs loose, Nades picking up the loose ball, trying to get into the penalty area, shoots, and it's a good save. Still the ball is loose in the Vienna penalty area, trying to clear the ball away, and they finally do, over onto that far side as it hits the kickboard on the broken line. And it is Philip Versen, lots of time and space. Nades just waits and gets the ball in between his feet. Good, strong power play from Rasmus Nades, and he's being hunted down by Pauli Nomi over on that far side. Ball played upfield, but no Vienna player beyond the final third. And here comes Philip Versen again into the penalty area, but good defensive work by Kata Kunnan as she tries to come forward. She's been trying to get a goal all day, and she's trying to get all the way up to the other end of the field.
She did well to carry that out. She's really strong. I like her. I think she's had a good tournament. She's been often working on her own, but she's strong, she's tenacious, she reads the game well, she's a good physical presence, she's not afraid to have a go at it. But it's the same old story where you're trying to beat 2 and 3 of some of the best players in Europe, and it's just not getting beyond that attacking third for them at the minute, Vienna.
And we were talking actually at half-time about it's almost one brick wall, then a second, then a third, and he almost just get hunted down eventually. And now the ball just rolls.
It'll be a corner, won't it?
And it will be a corner, and out of nothing, it will have a corner over on the far side. It just ricocheted off Katha Kufflin, who had been battling so hard only moments ago to try and win a bit of possession up the field for Vienna, and they can see the corner over in the far side, and it will be Philip Versen and Michael Loeffler over in that far side.
Oh, he's given it away for some reason. I don't know what the call was.
Well,
no idea, but they turned the decision round, but it looked like a corner to me, and now it's a long throw out, and this is a chance for Vienna to go on the break. It's running along, and she's back then again here, but again, there's 2 or 3 coming across, but she's done well with the feet. She's holding possession. She's going to have to go solo, but then the ball's run away, and it's now on the left wing. She's giving it up, though, and she's still fighting away, and it's basically 4 St. Pauli players versus Katja. She's still having a go at it, but now Michael Coughlin is coming away. Can he get forwards? It's broken on the halfway, but she's still back, and she's actually cleared the ball. She took a bit of a bang, and she's really running her heart out here. It's basically 1 versus 4, isn't it?
It certainly is, yeah. I think another thing we said about half-time is defense. It's attack against defence, and the 3 St. Pauli players in their own box, but look at these 4 players from Vienna inside their own half, and there'll be a goal kick and a substitution, and it will be Katha Kufflin, who's put in a great shift in for her side for Vienna all day. She's really run her heart out, and I think she deserves a good rest and a sip of water, or maybe more of a bucket of water.
She took a bit of a bang this time as well, I think. She didn't give it up, but she seemed like something in the ankle, and she's taking her boot off here behind, and that's a shame for Vienna because she's one of their bright sparks, really. She's in defence, she's in the midfield, and she's in attack. If she carries on, she'll probably end up in goal because she's covered every blade of grass, really, today.
She certainly has, and Alphonse Lukanga will be making way and instantly looking to go into that back line. So it looks like Pauli Nomi will be playing in the more attacking role. 3 in that at the back in the final third for Vienna, as the ball is just in the central position in the Vienna half, almost a metre away from the first penalty spot, just slowly inching their way towards the broken line. And this rigid and well-drilled St. Pauli defence in their own half as the ball rolls agonising towards this near side. And a nice turn from Rasmus Nades, trying to get down the touchline, opts to come back inside. Michael Loeffler is there just to pick up the loose ball, back to goal, and sweeps in and just turns nicely and creating a bit of space for himself. Passes right-footed towards this near side, still in their own half, St. Pauli. And Nades picks it up once again, and that same arcing run that we've seen all day from Rasmus Nades. And over on that far side now to Philip Versen. Philip Versen cutting in, trying to work his way into the penalty area, but stopped by Lukanga. And on this near side,
The long clear again, but it's too long and it's too far away. And like you said before, Brad, it's turned in an attack versus defence. It's a shame when the game gets to this in a way, but I'm still complimenting Vienna on their efforts and their hard work. Here's Naraz, he's in the middle, he's going central, he's on the centre spot, he's on the penalty spot, drags, shifts, can he finish? But that's a great tackle. The volley was a bit debatable and it was inside the D. He was just about to pull the trigger, but it's run through and it's the goalkeeper's ball for Vienna.
Certainly is. Good defensive work by Mustafa Horsgårdsson. And now on the near side, Rasmus Nades still in the thick of things. The fitness levels of this St. Pauli team are absolutely astonishing. Still full of energy. Rasmus Nades has been running all day. A lovely turn, and now over the broken line, over the halfway line. Horsgårdsson tries to come away with it, but it's the loose ball on the halfway in the centre circle. Now with Michael Loeffler, left of centre in the Vienna half, keeping the ball close to his feet, left and right foot, hoping to come back and does almost a full circle. Now in the centre of the field, and a shot, and it just goes wide. And it was just over the broken line to the left of the goal, and it just goes wide. And we'll have a substitution.
Player number 7 goes out. Rasmus goes out.
Rasmus Nades will be leaving the field, and it will be Paul Ruge who will be coming on, who's also been very impressive throughout the day.
Yeah, you're playing like for like. You've got two kind of top-line driving forces, really, for St. Pauli, so that's not really anything lost. It's just giving Rasmus a rest. I mean, I'm a big fan of Paul. I think he's got a great dribble. He scored a great goal against Brno the Horse earlier in the tournament, and I wouldn't be disappointed if I was bringing him on.
Paul Ruge, the substitute, as Pauli Nomi looks to drive forward. Oh, and if he just carried on his run, he might have just got on the end of that and to the right-hand side of the penalty area. But now a bit of space here for Paul Ruge. And now over the broken line in the Vienna half. Good dribbling once again. And into the penalty area. Shot, and a fantastic save off the left knee of Tanya Hengel. And there we go. Paul Ruge straight in the thick of things.
Yeah, he just turned on the back. It was like having Rasmus back on. It was the same thing, the same move, the same sort of tenacity to get forwards. And that's a really good save to get it round. There was 3-0 written on there, but they're still at 2, and they've got a corner now of St. Pauli on the right-hand side, the far side as you're looking from the camera.
And here he goes. Philip Versen and Michael Loeffler just battling over on that far side against the kickboard. As the ball enters the penalty area, Philip Versen just couldn't keep it under control and just trying to get it away from any danger. Oh, and good work by Pauli Nomi. This burst of energy down this near side, and he still has possession of the ball, but he's all on his own. 3 St. Pauli defenders all around him, and Michael Loeffler does well just to retrieve possession, but still on this near side, deep into their own half. And Paul Ruge tries to come away with it, and he does. A bit of space, and kicks over to that far side, but no one is there, although the ball is still loose, and Philip Versen picks it up just inside the Vienna half, crosses over the broken line, now towards the right-hand side of the penalty area, shoots, it's deflected, but still in play. Horsgårdsson tries to retrieve possession and does well for stopping out, going out for a corner kick. Nice little ball roll, still in their own half, Vienna. Philip Versen still battling away on the edge of the penalty area as the ball rolls over to this near side, only a couple of metres away from this near side corner. Philip Versen and Alpose Lakanga battling away. And it will be for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he did well to defend that. I mean, Philip's been everywhere as well. He's young, he's fast, he's tenacious, he's reading the game well. He's come on in leaps and bounds the last 3 years, coming through his teens now. He's starting to turn into a man, not a boy, you know. But fair play, Vienna are hustling when they need to. They're getting the foot in here and there, they're getting the blocks in. It could only be a matter of time before they get another one, I feel, St. Pauli. But fair play, they haven't folded, they've not conceded early in the second half, and they're giving themselves a chance, you know.
Yeah, they certainly have. Vienna so they've survived 9.5 minutes of this second half without conceding, and it still remains 2-0. They've been defensively very solid so far, not letting much go past them. And they cross the broken line in the middle. Mustafa Horgorsen tries to play the ball at field, tries to find the substitute Katha Kunlin, who comes back on. And now look at this lovely footwork from Paul Rouge down the centre of the field, but a brilliant tackle from Katha Kunlin. That's one of the best tackles of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Running back away towards her own goal, and she's actually hooked it and then dribbled away. But the same thing's happened to her, and it's been reciprocal, and now they're under pressure, Vienna, and Michael Loeffler. There was no foul, I don't think, and we've got a free kick just over the broken line, attacking the Vienna goal. It kind of went swings and roundabouts. It was one way, then it was the other way, and we've ended up with a free kick here, and everybody can catch their breath.
I certainly can. So the free kick just left of centre, about 2 metres in front of the broken line towards the Vienna goal. And 2 Vienna players in the wall. And just waiting for the tap of the goalpost, are we? No, we're not. So here we go. Free kick. Paul Rouge goes left over the broken line, back towards halfway line. Midway between the broken line and the halfway. Now crosses the broken line. Tight, close control, entering the penalty area, but a good tackle once again from Katha Kunlin. She's been absolutely brilliant since she's just come on in the last couple of moments. 2 big tackles as the ball is on the near side. Close, Paul Rouge and Alphonse Lakanga battling away. And the referee indicating there is holding, and there will be a free kick for Vienna. So they survive once again.
Yeah, this is where they've got to get forwards now. There's no point. All 4 of them are still in their defensive third, and they've got to go forwards. I think they might as well put 2 up front. You know, when they've got a chance to play a longer ball, try and hunt and play percentage football, get 2 forwards and see if you can make something happen, because 1 versus 4 just doesn't work in this game anymore.
Looks like
we've got a timeout.
Yeah, it wasn't called over the PA system, but a moment to just get a few words in and a few tactical advice. And Vienna still, even though we have 8.5 minutes left to go, still well in this. They could still somehow turn this around, even though St. Pauli are looking very rigid at the back and very confident and at the back and not giving much away.
I think all the teams are happy for these kind of breaks now, though. The shadows are getting longer. We've had sun pretty much all the day. It's been a good 25 degrees, it must have been, and this is the 3rd game. So all in all, I think everybody should be applauded for their efforts. Nobody's giving in and nobody's given up, and I think that this is a fair game of football still. I mean, it's great to see St. Pauli and how they've evolved and how they develop. But they train more than anybody else. They're always together. They play in the Central European League and the Bundesliga. They're everywhere. You know, wherever there's an invite, St. Pauli go, and that tells. Whereas Vienna are still coming through. They're still in their formation in many ways. But I've been really impressed with their attitude and effort. And you never know, 1 goal and it might just change this game.
It certainly can. And let's see, with 8.5 minutes left to play, will St. Pauli just get another goal to kill this game off, or can Vienna just get 1 back and potentially just make it slightly nervy for St. Pauli as the ball is deep in their own half? So we will restart with the free kick on this near side, only about 4 or 5 metres away from the corner on this near side in the Vienna half. Mustafa Horgorsen trying to get things underway, but Michael Loeffler just having to tie his shoelaces. And
I really do think they should throw a 2nd person forwards here. I mean, St. Pauli are strong anyway, and you play 1v4, and it's the same old thing's going to happen. It's a long ball forwards. It's not a bad pass. And it didn't get a nick off, so it's gone right the way through, and the ball's been turned over, and now it's in the hand of the St. Pauli goalkeeper, Guzman.
And Cather Cuthlin actually just made the run from that far side towards the centre, and the pass nearly found her as we restart over on that far side, midway between the broken line and the halfway. Although back towards the broken line in the St. Pauli half, Philip Versen, tight, close control over the halfway, over the Vienna broken line now, towards the left-hand side of the penalty area, left of centre of the pitch, and it's cleared away. In the centre circle now with Philip Loeffler. Now can Lukanga break forward, although it's good defensive work by Loeffler.
They've swarmed him again, and here comes Paul Rouge. He's taking it away. He literally has played the same role as Rasmus, and somehow Vienna just seem to be getting it away, but it's only ever getting to the half, and then it's coming back again and again. They're so comfortable on the ball, the St. Pauli players. They can all travel, they can switch it when they need to, they can kill the game, they can kill the time, and they're doing the enjoyable stuff in football, which is with the ball, whereas Vienna are doing the stuff where it's hunting, chasing, fighting and battling, and that tells on you over a period of 20, 30 minutes.
So the ball over on that far side, still in the Vienna half, sort of midway between the edge of the penalty area and the broken line in the Vienna half. And here is Cather Cuthlin trying to play the ball forward, but there was no one up there anyway. Paul Rouge trying to break forward into the centre, edge of the penalty area, shoots, and just wide. And look at the venom in that shot that just goes right to the right of the goalkeeper, Tanya Hagel's post. And it was well worked, coming in from the near side, weaving into the centre, edge of the penalty area, and the shot with the right foot just fizzes past the right-hand post.
Yeah, it was a great effort, wasn't it? I mean, he's looking like he really wants to stay on this pitch. He's almost changed the game. He's had 3 or 4 good runs, but Vienna have got a chance. Yes, she's going through and it's blocked. She's got an open chance. She's shot and it's gone wide by what must have been an inch. She wriggled and piggled and she fought her way through. She got clear with 2 metres out, just outside the keeper's box. She's hit a lovely left foot shot, but it's gone the wrong side of the post. But that's what we were saying, Brad. 1 goal and they could always have a little bit of a moment here.
Absolutely correct. And Cather Cuthlin with that effort in the left-hand side of the penalty area. Now Paul Rouge looking to build from the back, centre of the field, just plays a ball towards that far side, over the broken line, picked up by Paulin Nomi, the number 7 on the back of his shirt, with the black shoes on, looking to go into a more central position, although it's a loose pass, and no one is there for Vienna. Pretty much all 4 Vienna players in their own half still. Now Michael Loeffler with so much time and space over on that far side, and just plays a simple pass up the touchline and finds Philip Versen, who comes into a more central role on the halfway line. In the centre circle, tries to nutmeg Cather Cuthlin.
She's back again, though.
Absolutely.
She's been the player of the tournament, I think, because I don't think she's given any ball an easy ride. And she chases back and she's hooking away, and she's still putting Philip Versen under some serious pressure. And that's what you've got to do with players like that, not let them get control, not let them get comfortable, certainly try not to let them run at you, because they're dangerous. They're all 6'3" plus of these St. Pauli players, and if you let them have some grass in front of them, they'll take it. But she's away again, she's going straight down the middle. Can she finish? Oh, it's hit her heel, that's a shame. She's still got a chance though. It's bobbling around in the St. Pauli D, and now Paul Rouge is taking it away nice and comfortable. He looks like he's going for a Sunday stroll. He's on the halfway line and he's just doing whatever he wants to do with his ball.
It's almost like he's having a little training session to himself. And now over on that far side, Philip Versen on the broken line, although the ball just rolls aimlessly towards the halfway. And Pauli Nomi tries to pick up the loose ball. A bit of space now for Cuthlin, who's been working so hard and deserves a goal today. But loses out, and Paul Rouge is there once again. And just on this near side touchline, breaking forward.
Stylish, isn't he? He's got to run straight down the centre. He's broken apart. He was over the broken line. He's going in a right foot shot, but it's not quite there, and it's a metre wide. And that is another strike for Paul Rouge. He must have had 5 or 6 in the last 6 or 7 minutes. He's a pivotal player for St. Pauli. He's a lovely lad as well, and I'm really pleased to see him playing like this.
He's certainly playing well. Paul Rouge and Rasmus Nades, Philip Versen, all doing really well.
You've got no weak links, you see. There's nobody in the St. Pauli team where you can think that you can get at them or attack them, because there isn't one, is there? If one doesn't get you, the other will, and if he doesn't, the third one will, and by the time the 4th one comes in, well, you've already had 30 seconds of a fight often, and you're often losing it just there and then. As soon as they get the ball, St. Pauli, they take it away, gain possession, put Vienna under pressure, and they're almost back on their D again. They're just relying on the one sole player up front, and this is going to go. It's got to happen now, really, in this last 4 minutes if they're going to get back into this game, Brad.
Absolutely, as Katha Kunlin on the broken line in the centre of the St. Pauli half, turns really nicely, using the ball to shield the ball.
Going.
She certainly is.
Bruises tonight. She's put everything in, but Rasmus is coming, and this could be your goal, Brad.
It's certainly looking like it. Rasmus Nardes, he's back onto the pitch, and he's been intercepted once again. Pauli Nomi doing really well, trying to drive it through the centre of the St. Pauli half and wins the free kick. Now, what a chance this is. 2.5 minutes left to play.
This is when you really need to score, isn't it? You've got to make this count. It's probably halfway in the half, just on the broken line. And this is looking like a control, set and finish. I don't think they're ever going to get round 3 or 4 St. Pauli players that are just on the edge of the D. It's going to be like a web coming at them. So they're going to have 2, 3 touches at the very maximum. If they don't get a shot away, I fully expect Paul, Philip, Michael to take this away again unless they get a chance. But it's a chance.
It certainly is. Vienna.
Out just off the penalty spot, and there's a great chance here.
Pauli Nomi and Mustafa Osgordon over the free kick, just tapping the 2 sides of the goal just to indicate where they are, and looking to go round, shoots, and it went through a burst of players of St. Pauli, and it had to be saved and did really well as the throw from the goalkeeper over his head, and it runs all the way. Can Rasmus Narsen pick onto the loose ball? It can't. And it will be with the goalkeeper, Tanya Hengel. So 1.5 minutes remaining. Now on this near side, a good battle going on between Pauli Nomi and Rasmus Nardes, who's put in such a great shift in today. And it's picked up once again. Paul Rouge on the right side of the penalty area, shoots, and he just can't connect with it. And that could have easily been the 3rd goal.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in him there because he got himself set, and he's deserved a goal for his second half performance. He's probably had 5 or 6 really good shots and 5 or 6 good saves, and that was probably one of his easiest ones, but he sliced it at the critical moment. But Vienna have got a minute to go, and they've actually forced themselves a corner, and this has got to be their last chance really to gain something out of the game. The time's still running though, the clock's running down. And this is going to have to be quick if they're going to get back into this game. This is a world record return, I think, in the last minute.
I think it would be. Just 40 seconds now left to go. Corner on that far side. Can they work something? Katha Kunlin asking for the ball back. Chip ball in over the head. Overhead high, and now can they break away? Michael Loeffler, can they get a goal just before the end? Or just losing track of the ball over the broken line? 20 seconds left on the clock in our penultimate game of the Bushevice Blind Football Cup 2019. Over on that far side, Michael Loeffler picking up the loose ball, under pressure by 2 Vienna players. Still has it, just halfway between the broken line and the edge of the penalty area. Still on that far side, 5 seconds left to go. And we're just counting down the seconds now.
And the game has gone.
And that is full time.
Yeah, and that's a good game. I think Vienna should be applauded there because many teams could have gone under. Like we said before, it was attack versus defence quite often. But I'm proud of Vienna there that they didn't actually implode and they didn't concede 4 or 5 because they certainly didn't deserve that. For all St. Pauli's efforts, they're great players. They're going through on goal. They've got to sharpen up their finish now and again. But fair play to Vienna for hanging in that because it was 2-0 and they didn't concede in the second half. So I'm impressed with that. That's a good effort.
No, a fantastic second half from Vienna, who managed to keep out St. Pauli. And St. Pauli gets another win under their belts. And they finish off the day really strongly. So we now move on to our final game of the day, which will be Brussels 5-a-side Anderlecht versus Persos Thessaloniki. And that will be our final game of our opening day of the Bushevice Blind Football Cup 2019. Don't go anywhere.